As a tool for fiscal responsibility, the Puerto Rico Oversight, Management, and Economic Stability Act, known as PROMESA, was signed into law by President Barack Obama in 2016. But some say it's hurting working-class Puerto Ricans. Our correspondent Brendan Scanlon heard from local union leaders who were recently in Washington, D.C., advocating for an end to the law and the oversight board that created it.
Okay.
PROMESA was signed to help Puerto Rico restructure its debt and achieve fiscal responsibility. But in order to do this, the act created the Financial Oversight and Management Board.
Desde que llegó la Junta de Control Fiscal.
Since the Junta, the fiscal board, arrived to Puerto Rico, it has dismantled our ability to negotiate.
Puerto Rican union leaders say the law is limiting collective bargaining and harming pensions, workers' rights, and health care.
And it has cut our pensions to mostly the half.
Liza Fournier says PROMESA is having an adverse impact on educators like herself.
People in Puerto Rico have to decide if they buy food or they pay the bill, electric bill, the tolls in Puerto Rico, the water bill. Teachers like me have to have 2 and 3 jobs.
Fournier also says funding cuts for higher education are causing more students to leave Puerto Rico.
We're preparing our children, our kids, to work for Puerto Rico, and they have to live because they don't find decent jobs.
Section 209 of PROMESA states that the board will terminate once 2 mandates are completed. First, there need to be at least 4 consecutive budgets developed by the government in accordance with modified accrual accounting standards and expenditures not exceeding revenues during each fiscal year. And second, access to short-term and long-term credit markets at reasonable interest rates. A spokesperson for the board tells us while the Oversight Board must certify that the requirements are satisfied, the government bears the responsibility for completing the work necessary to restore fiscal responsibility and meet the termination requirements. The Oversight Board is committed to working with the government to fulfill those statutory requirements. In Washington, Brendan Scanlon reporting.